Grand Rising, how y'all doing, beloved? All right? We're just putting on a different hat. That's all. Don't mean nothing. Just symbolizing significance within one, happiness and feeling. How, exploit the feeling of Most High put them on us, on our hearts, you know what I'm saying? Everything ain't got to be dapper Dan. All the movement ain't got to be in there. That's why I come with a lot of humor, a lot of calmness effect and things like that to ensure that you have a place where you can value. Trying to say something. This topic today, we on a voter tour. Voting matters. You got some rights out there. Are you expressing them? Because we always like to express the rights we don't have, but not act on the rights we do have that could make them rights that we don't have be rights that we do get and have. I know I'm saying something out here, beloved. Let me cross off the stuff that I've already talked about so we don't be redundant. That I apologize to Miss Vicky Dillard and her family and stuff, because me and her had a run on the internet and it wasn't pretty, but that's what goddesses and gods do when we're trying to get here, because she's still here, I'm still here, and we putting out content. I love you because the work you do. We don't worry about our individual pent up and hangovers, because me and you understand strength is strength. Strength match strength. So sometimes strength gonna do this before it can be strong. Please understand where Sean coming from, because I ain't in here to have no put on with anybody, yo. This is real. Restoration of Gaia. We're going live. Restoration of Gaia. Restoration of Gaia. You don't know what Gaia is? Gaia. Gaia, Gia, how you want to pronounce it? Accra. You have an accent. You have a little twang in there. Put it in there. It's yours. Earth. Planet. Flat. Round. Cold. Hot. Seasonal. Clouds. No clouds. Blue skies. Sun rays. Sun, you out? Sun. And then that's from the many of us that are walking as it. Yay! We woke. In that, the restoration. What is the restoration? Me, you, all of us know we looking. Man, when they gonna knock that building down? They've been standing like 50 years and stuff. Saying I was going to school, walk past it and stuff, still standing, ain't nothing there. We be wondering why so many crack houses, so many squatting things and stuff like that. Why did roaches and roaches coming to my house? Ain't that building like 2 blocks away? Why rats and roaches all up? Because they spread. What you thought? So restoration of Gaia. Who gonna do it? Don't pat me on my back, because I don't mind walking down the street, and if I see some trash by my neighbor's yard or whatever, it just make common sense to me to pick it up. Why? Do you understand Texas weather? Anybody? Anyway, some trash on one block in 1 hour could be trash on your block in 2 hours. And wind just blow like that. And some of y'all places too. So it's like, pick it up now or wait till it get on your yard and you're going to be picking up in it. And then it might be a little worse and dirty and stinking. You never know. And then why would I go in the army and we learn that as a military pride battle duty? Don't allow your installation look nasty and raggedy. You represent the Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and everything else. So when these parents come on the installation, who gonna clean it up? You. It's our installation. We kind of drift away from that, contracts and stuff like that, but it might need to be a thing we come back to, because who installation looking like this? Y'all pick up the trash? Recruiting? How you gonna be effective at recruiting them? Why come in here? So when we talk about restoration, we talking about stuff that it ain't hard. The leadership on the part is going to be hard. Do we want to do this? Does the leadership quality around the earth? Now, I talk in the nation because, I'm Americanized. I am who I am. When I went across them waters, went anywhere, it was that red, white, blue flag that we represented. So restoration start with, and others will follow because they'll see like they did what? They shut the whole nation down for 1 or 3 days. Like literally, like what? Where they do that at? In America, United States of Mind? Why? What the heck they do that for? Bro, have you seen them lakes? Have you seen the shores? Have you seen the beaches and stuff? These kids still like to go out there and swim, party, woo woo. Parents still like to take their little babies out there, but they all in the ocean gobbling up algae and did I just drink somebody Coca-Cola they poured in last? We still out there swimming in this stuff and wondering why our skin. You don't even need to bleach your skin. Just go keep going out in the toxic water that we don't. No, I know that's offending and hurting some people over there. We trying, Sean. We trying. I know we are, but it's gonna take the whole kit and caboodle. You know what I'm talking about? You didn't. It's hard when you didn't do the littering. You didn't do all of it. So who should be all of us in some way or form? We be talking about, oh, Sean, we need that trustee stuff to come back. Oh, Sean, we got some folks in there that ain't on no high level grievances in that prison system and stuff like that. I remember when they used to come out, had the trustees and that coming out. And the trustee, we used to trust the trustee. We used to trust the trustees. Man, y'all go on out there and clean that up. Yeah, for sure, we got you. Why they would love that? There's some time out there, 5x7. Fresh air. That's rehabilitation right there. Folks get to get, restoration. What do we Gaia restoration? Is that part of Yep. Those that are in them non-offensive, small little boom boom tick tick tack, we know who they are. Every minute or so they be like, man, I need to go sit down for a minute. And they just do something just to go sit down and get a piece of mind. I'm trying to tell you something. Y'all be like, nah, man, for real? Yes. Yeah. What? Look at it. Don't do this because we got some. Yeah, shoot. I didn't know it was that good. You got 3 hots in the cot. You ain't gonna eat well, depending on where you at. I'm pretty sure there's some places out there, food just as good as some people cook. Half of us out here eating nothing but sugar anyway. So they getting a hot meal and it don't matter if it, whatever. It must be working some because some of them going there and look like Iron Man and everything. Muscles all you like, hey, you locked up, right? You look at that like you in some type of gym in there over there. Y'all got, I'm saying something. So restoration of Gaia. Gia, how you want to look at it? Definitely them young folks opportunity cut down because then the young folks want to set, they got their mindset already knowing these dilapidated places, we clear them out and all that, put some soil in there that we already talked about it, food sources and resources within the community that don't deplete our grocery stores and all this and all that help it coincide with it. That's where your small business is going to creep up in there. You notice it is valuable. You go over it. One thing we can learn from the diaspora over there, the food markets and stuff like that. In the era, that's what most I had me looking at a lot of the old ancient ways, the bazaars and stuff like that. This is us. We have it already, but you got to go to a particular group, Chinatown, Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? We do it like that, but it's not as big as it should be, exclusive as it should be. We understand why, though. But this is our opportunity. We're talking about restoration in God. Do it take money? Just take resources that we already have allocated to a specific person and not allocate to particular places and not agreed atmosphere with that. Well, who gonna pay for this? Who gonna pay for it? Well, them days, watch this. Allow the powers to be say, okay, gas ain't gonna cost that much on these particular days. Reason we're gonna let the gas go down because lawnmowers, we want every lawnmower, boom, boom, everybody. Vehicles gonna be moving around using for pick up people to get them particular places. So let's allow the gas prices for this situation to go down significantly. It's gonna counterbalance itself out because more people are in tune to go get that. We boom, boom, boom. So it's gonna uh, uh, gas and fuel gonna make their money back anyway because they're gonna have everybody and mama having to use that, right? Unless they're on the electric tip, we'll have that, but you'll still make your money. And then just allows a lot of things to get done. Allows a lot of things to get done. That's where you're gonna be able to build up things outside of FEMA and so much money. Then while we doing that, the light gets shined on a lot of areas that probably was about to be a hazardous, situation and things like that. But then also, that's where now you've been created all this space, dilapidated all this space, da da da. Now, does everybody want that? No, capitalism does not want that. So we the people, that's why I'm talking. That's why I keep talking. We got to advance our minds to understand we much of a building. Those is building down. You build up. Buildings build up anyway. You ain't never seen it just control up. Buildings build up. Who's the builder? Master. Come on. Universes. Come on. Dominion walking. See what I'm talking about? We already established this. What you are, who we are, right? So mind watch about sit on that. It makes money back because at one point in time there was space that was doing nothing, no viable, no income for it, nothing, just sitting there. Now you create space for it to be something, put something there, small business, whatever, within that community, for that community, recreation center, something's like YMCA's, culture centers, things like that, da da da. Now it's giving back to the community. You feed and make off that community. Same concept, Black Panther. So many agencies that came through, coalitions and came through and established NOI governments within itself, autonomous with the bigger government, so the bigger government don't have to do as much. It's just supporting what's already there. The only reason why I couldn't get supported back in the back and it didn't work is because people's hearts, minds were not where they are today to work together. That's it. That's it. That's it. Black Panther Party would have been able to establish a foothold within the Congress and da 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 to speak and represent, to show that it's not a threat more than it is a necessity in humanity. See what I'm talking about? Nobody can deny within our culture that it was a necessity to show others outside, because after it happened, folks started saying, I know what people say, integration bad, woo, woo, but we here now. Ain't nothing we can do about it. There's something we can do about it, disband and all that stuff. But everybody else, everybody named mama know the elephant in the room. Everybody named mama. I lied. I like you. I don't like you like that, but like I like the fact that you still alive and I'm in the neighborhood, and if I'm black, you white, he Mexican, he Puerto Rican, da da, and we still getting along. I like the fact that anybody seeing that we kind of still got this commonality about us that you like your piece, you like your piece, you like your piece, you like your piece, da da da. When we walk out the house, hey, you ain't got to say much. Peace. Saying something. Y'all know this viable. It just take the work of us. That's it. And so it's gonna work because we have the attention of the power structure that been making it happen up to now. Whether we like it or not, we still here doing what we do. Knock on some wood if you can find it, or yet knock on some wood. Don't be ashamed about knocking on this, because we've been stupefied, all of us. We let a lot of stuff come by when we could have quelled a lot of it a long time ago. We could have put people in jail a long time ago. We all owning it. We all owning it. Even those that like, I didn't know what was in the file. You was hearing too. You was hearing too. All of us need to own it. And we just all be accountable for it in our own ways. And most of us being accountable for it because we knew a little bit of their Epstein, man. I think they need to investigate Epstein. And nobody was speaking loud. Epstein, you know why? Because we ain't really know. I ain't been there. We ain't, you know what I'm saying about? Now we know. So we just doing our job. What's your job? Well, you working for Most High. Everybody and their mama know they got a child, grandparent, associate too, and these nephews and everything. Don't stand on something right now. Let this good stuff go quiet and see when it touch you later. I'm trying to tell you something. So don't be like that. The spiritual connection is on us. That's why. Boy, this is leading so it just flew. But I wrote it already, so just I did what my brother said. He said, man, keep having a plan. Write it out. You know, I'm doing it. The spiritual connection is upon us. Thus, while we watching each other connected more. Because we're spiritual, we're operating more in our spiritual than our flesh. That's what y'all was waiting on. Sean, stop operating in your flesh. But it ain't my fault. Ain't my fault y'all wasn't listening to DNA. He did it. X, Y, my muse. One of my flesh. Our flesh. When one speaks of one is speaking of many. I told you about them traits. We don't differ too far away. And then even though you're not in the same house that he is, maybe, it's still your trait because we broken down in so many ways that the whole zodiac is you. You just see yourself. That's the mirror effect. The ones that you don't see in your Pacific house, Virgo, is in the Sagittarius house, is in the Pisces house and Sagittarius, because I'm compatible with those. Highly compatible. Not saying that they're not the only ones. And you're compatible with all, but those particular houses, I'm just going to own it on this. You got particular houses that really, because of their placator what they are. Yeah, I got you. You have some what you see in me in every house. Let's say that. It's because it's a guiding factor. But you have strong houses, all right, particular stronger houses than any, because like I say, them Virgos, we supposed to be like this, refereeing so many sides, not really choose a side and cater to the whole zodiac in some ways. Not cater, but caretakers in it, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledge it like that. Not that we own anything or anything like that, you know, because everybody plays their particular power part in there, right? But we are come on now, we ain't gotta do all that. Come on. I know. Because we supposed to know see what I'm saying? How to do that. You know that's true because the one on top of there been leading you so long like that, you know, with whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not, well, it's power. Right? So it's more spiritual than it is flesh when we come to this. But watch this, you can tell it's more spiritual because the flesh gets in the way at times of what some of the stuff that triggers us emotionally, heartfully, angrily, frustration. Why you say that? You know, all that. Why you know what I'm saying? So it's more spiritual because it keeps you know that your being is like this. Well, right here. Just like many of y'all. When I see you come up, not all you now, because that's why I got to study and stuff, but many of you, if not all, do have it because you show up. Your spirit say, I know. I know. I know he harsh, he direct, he funny sometimes, and then he humble. He almost like he bipolar, schizophrenic. So I see where you get a lot of that from. But them are not angles of usage because that's a disconnect of wiring, stuff like that when you talk about schizophrenic, there's some things you're not gonna get. I know that. I was around my mother who was schizophrenic, bipolar, you know what I'm saying? So I know it. So whether you know it or not, you are showing up more in the spiritual tone, and then the hatred and whatever you have within yourself to not understand the bigger picture. That's just your flesh. That's your flesh lashing out at your. And really, I look at it now as flesh ain't lashing out at me. I'm just something that it can allow itself to come out. You know what I'm saying? Because when it lash out, it's like back at you. You see what I'm saying? So, it worked. It's workable. All right, it's workable. And then you'll be able to see more, because the less that I operate in the unbalance of the flesh, all right? Because yes, we was unbalanced, but everybody understands why. You know, I'm not that individual to be alone and be like potato chip in my butt and be like, I need to be like this, and you better stop playing with me. Nah, that's an unhappy mode. I watch people like that, and like watch particularly how what I don't do for anybody is, I used to say this, like, what you see is what you get. Many do that, but my mood, you will know, and all that, and it's still the same in so much, but you do when the eyes on you, know they own you, like everything you do is critical and stuff like that in some ways. So you adhere to the type of influence as a child you would want, which lead me in a great point. So those beautiful beloveds that are young, one understands also the envy and whatever come across, if that was on your heart at one point in time, or if it still is. When you look at somebody, and I have transformed, I was still a good dad and but I had my quirks and twirls. You know what I'm saying? We talked about punishment and stuff like that. I'm one that's hands on. Oh, most definitely. You ain't gonna get away with me, and you done some messed up stuff, cuss a teacher out, and you know what I'm saying? We'll go with the write me a report, or you know what I'm saying, restriction, give me your phone and stuff. But when Pop or Mr. Sean see that ain't working, and I'm a filler. So it worked out. You know what I'm talking about? I understood. When mama did that to you and didn't give you a little touch to let you know, I mean what I say. You know what I'm talking about? Don't kill her. I'll be in the room. That's all right. I'll be on. She ain't doing nothing to me. And cut come of them words. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. You calling your mama all kinds of B's and he's and hays. Under your breath. What you say? What you saying now? You say so? No, ma'am. So, beloved, don't think we didn't talk back. They just didn't know. You know that old Debo Kung. I be playing mind Jedi mind tricks. Mama, daddy leave. We was just more sharper than y'all. Understood. We understood. You want to see a transformer? Where you think they made the movie from? I ain't lying. Back in them days, your parents, that's why, beloved, I'm trying to tell you something. Now, then we ain't going to go back to that killing our kids now. They're too smart. We too smart. We look at it like, that's why it's rampant right now. We look at the kid like, we way too smart to be sitting up here beating on you, whooping on you. I'll get to that. Little G. That's why the beloveds, the vanilla tree of it said, quit beating on them guys, little guys, y'all guys. God's telling God, we can't. We better than that. I'm saying something. We know what we done to you. Put you in a condition that you think you need to be beaten, slid up. No. Put some laws in it. Make them stop. God, make them stop beating on the gods. Check the 80s out. You know, when you call CPS on you and stuff like that. I call CPS. You call who? And we had to get out. We had to work. Let them call CPS, man. Calm us down. Maybe we is out of bounds. Not justifying that we was wrong or right. Just a little bit out of bounds. Child coming, scratches, scars, legs welting up. It was just supposed to be a little spanking. Tap, tap, boop, 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 you know, enough to get the attention. Now, we take it. I can tell you where we take it. I was part of getting it. But on the same token, watch this. I respond differently because we was a tribe at that time, built for it, needed it. Break them. Watch it. Break them. I'm going to say something. Break them. Break them, mama, daddy. Break them before somebody bucking the preacher. Let's put it that way. Opposite. You know what I'm talking about. Buck breaking. And then we got enough time to establish. We want to go into another video with this. I think so. We quality control. You sure? You got 4 on there. Use time. Yeah, we can go on this because now when I can translate. Okay. American meaning today. What's the American meaning today to you? What does being American mean to you and me? This got to be established because this is what we talking about, IDs, and we hear folks saying no ID's bad because it'll keep this, Well, this got to be established. Then what does it mean? What separates us from the American man and woman compared to the wannabe that just wants it to come in, take, and then that's it, leave. Ensure that resources go from here to somewhere else, which is okay too. Feeding your family, that getting the American dream, feeding your family, opposite side. I mean, 2 sides of the fence. I don't see no problem. You know, I don't, me personally, can't to it. But because as long as you're paying your taxes and you're law-abiding citizen, on there shouldn't be no issue with it. Right? But what we do see is, and what I asked the question is, more folks are more honorable to be where they came from, see what I'm talking about? And not worrying about if they fit in with the American fabric and agenda. Just want to use it. What does it mean to be American? Now, because it's a double-edged sword where that I see we've been looking at the picture through America through one eye, through one power structure, through one folks being powerful. I understand that too. So people, the moan and groan and struggle of it is inclusiveness. We're going to ensure that this everybody has inclusiveness of world, not a piece of it where they can say, this mine. How's this mine when it's America? America is for Americans. You know what I'm talking about? But I get it because for so long, folks have thought it was theirs. And I'm sitting up here saying, like, America belong to who? I don't care who president, who charged, who Supreme Court, whatever. America belong to who? Because I guarantee, on my end, I'm saying this with grace, Let some of y'all try to approach me and tell me America belongs to just vanilla folks. You just fit in. And you're going to see a turn of tide to tell you, what? Or did it just belong to Chinese and ran by, or did it just belong to Koreans and it's just belong to white people, vanilla people, and just belong to Jewish people? That ain't how this going down. And that's why we here. That's why we here. And that's why the hands to be, the people to be, power structure to be is going to help and work towards getting them type of folks out of here. Or if not out of here, you ain't going to be part of the power structure that say anything about like that. The days of radical racism, the people speaking, the people spoken. Love what so many do and everything, but we ain't coming to that endo with our personal, without it being checked. Because people understand who all hold power. Power hold power, power hold power. Because power empower to hold power. So now it's time for the Republic, not Republicans, we the people, the Republic, to display their power. See, I told you, the vote gonna cost. What's the definition of American today? What's the definition of an American today? I apologize to Miss Elon, Omar, on my behalf, not for what I said, but the approach of it. Because what we all being asked is, how long do I have to feed into America? Because upon what I said yesterday, you and so many others that are foreigners and have two dual citizenship and stuff like that, countries that you can signify, the work you have done outweighs some of the work that none have done. And they've been born here and raised. And all they've done is show how not un-American they can be. See what I'm talking about? So I don't downplay that. But we understand on a level. We got to. A lot of us are on a different playing level of understanding. We don't expect so many to understand. They ain't making we better than another, but we take the time to understand. That's why so many of y'all, if not all, are in them positions, because you are equipped, educated, went through the rigor of this gauntlet to get where you at, and you at where you at because you understand what so many don't. But we telling you, you fellas, when you don't understand among each other, the smartest that we put up there, the most healthiest we put up there, and look to represent us. When we can't find a way and come out, shut down this, come on now, we know better. That ain't nothing but personal problems getting through what the bigger picture can't get the bigger picture. What is healthy for society? What make common sense? And common sense shouldn't be hard to figure out. Equations, pi this, tip, woo, dot, lie, got it. We shut this down, man. These numbers and crunching this, it got me bothered. But taking care of basic needs, getting people off these streets, helping us create jobs for us down here, sacrificing on some ends where their prices go down, because we know we not in we understand the squeeze. People ain't in JCPenney's, Macy's, all the places that we shop, because folks is doing just like most I say, empowering themselves. Do you really need that in a time where that, man, you see what's going on? Folks looking at me, why you got a new car? Why you can go buy some clothes and For what? We out here, we can barely drive on the highway without you getting your car wrecked. I'm surprised any of us buying new cars. Not wait, you see what I'm talking about? Because it's just an unbalanced situation. Don't think I don't know. So to me and my half to go out here and splurge and do this, while people at 70%, 75% of our climate ain't got nothing. We got semi or rich folk coming on being honest, saying 95% of us out here living check to check. What? $95% of us out here living millionaires and billionaires. Look, we understand. I can't liquidate this, liquidate. I ain't got no like that. We pull cover on y'all eyes. I own stuff, but it ain't like, okay, Seth, it ain't monopoly. It ain't monopoly. So we learning. Well, how we learning? See how it go, beloved? How we learning collectively goes back to the digital we demonize the Prince and Mike, all of them said, right? We changing it because they was right. They was right. Were they not the messengers? I'm trying to say some delight to show us this is stuff need to change. You want to get somewhere? You want to make this happen? Change how this look, how we do this thing. Get folks, Google, Zuckerberg, Elon, TikTok, Instagram, on board and try to provide a place for this type right here, healthy for everybody. Rainbow Coalition, and watch it work. People come through. What's our healthy prescription today, y'all? We all on the same page, knowing fully well you ain't finna get healthy prescription today is run outside without your shirt. Everybody, what's that gonna serve us? Other than proving that we a bunch of followers, which we ain't promoting over here. Empower each other so that when you empowering each other, and the philosophy of empowering means, what that mean? Now we start orating and stuff, and you start picking up that because you like listen is fundamental because you understand listening now, not listening what you want to hear. That's what listening is. Listening, sometimes what you need to hear. Sometimes with criticism, what you don't want to hear, but it serves a purpose. We'll move to the next one since it's 2. Got 3. Y'all know how I'm doing. We ain't making no music right now, so put all the energy right here. It's fundamentally sound. In the movement, understanding and being, security to the being. What does that mean? It's real close on that edge, on that border. You know what I'm talking about? We don't fear nothing, but at the same time, we don't want to be. I hope people read into it. We don't want to be so close that it makes it so easily for those that displeased with the angle and stuff, because it deters their business that we are messing up right now on so many angles and so many streets and stuff like that. That spots are burning in chaos and things like that, and they want to point the finger at people that feel that it's the reason because folks are trying to balance their lives out and stuff like that. When necessarily that's not. That's just not what Most High has entailed for so many of us, is to die by drugs, people lacing drugs and putting fentanyl in it. That's just pure destruction. That's just somebody just pure destruction. You're thinking in your mind, nah, man, shit, I in some ways still can't get past. I can understand spiking stuff with fentanyl and stuff. That serves a read, but actually making fentanyl pills and stuff like that, I'm just like, yeah, I. Yeah. So the transformation. No, we'll talk about that. Most High has let it known to me. A blanket has to be provided for you to continue like that in the state of the liberalness and stuff, knowing the outer state of it, Not concerned like who, because I tell you, I'm not gonna play no sides, even though we have to do that in that political arena within this state to do. But we're here for the bigger picture and value the stance of both sides. Because if you don't have one in power, and then you don't have one to check the checker, then we're not. That's not a democracy. That's not a republic. That's not a healthy understanding. Right? As we get better, the citizens, please hear this, and I'll leave this video right here. As we continue to show, without being in them seats, in them official positions, but knowing in our hearts and minds, so many of us can be in them seats and positions. Know that you're being seen for what you be able to do, not for no clickbait, not for no power, not for your personal data, but because folks see you able to do what they do. Simple. And I know what they feel on some of us. It's like, wow, they don't have much of that woo woo, and they able to move and sway minds, hearts, and minds. So with that, dude, I don't look at it a belittling situation where it's a learning lesson, a humbling lesson, right? Humbling. You powerful. You powerful with the law. You powerful with the experience. You powerful with the ambition to do what you do. Powerful to, it takes a powerful individual to get in front of people, right, wrong, messed up or not, and still come with grace and not come to the mic. You know, some of y'all know you could come to that mic, just cuss out everybody. You know what I'm talking about? But you don't, because it's a professionalism and stuff. So then just we ask for that same power to go in other ways too, to be truthful, to be know that we matter. Some of the Democrats that I see, strong ones that's been there for the longest, don't like the public having an opinion. Feel that upon you, want to censor and stuff like that. No. That, and the bad thing is in the culture. Shut up. Who you? We don't need. And this is where I step in and show you now. My true color always been who it was. When I realized these folks had eyes on me, knowing that I'm somebody that's supposed to be leading in so many ways. You use the energy, but you discredit it at the same time, like it wasn't the energy, right, DL? She don't need your advice. So, beloved, all of you, I was raised a Democrat just like me and you, but I understood. I understood the past. The Democratic Party was part of the Klan Party, Ku Klux Klan, KKK. Hopefully I can say that. It's not, okay? And through the times, they were strong-arming, They were the ones that sitting up there in the White House showing movies, the first movie of white supremacy and stuff. We all know this stuff. It's in the, go on YouTube, you'll see it. Can't remember the president, care not to. But the behavior that the once Democratic Party discriminated, okay? So it was understood, but it had to divest through the Civil War, and now that I had to change. And it did. It did. Had to open the doors. So we call it desegregation or segregation and all that stuff because they believed in desegregation. Why did we integrate? We seen more value in getting an education than being stuck on stupid. though we were already educating ourselves in our house and homes and stuff like that, it wasn't up to par equality to make us balance out what are those who we fellowship with and love with. Oh yeah, fellowship and love. Don't get it twisted. Oh, you see them black and whites and hate and stuff. Little Joe back door was happening. Bigotry back door who's saying hanging and all that stuff was going back door, talking to their kids, they interracial kids, that were passing. And vice versa. Powerful black men were with, come on, where we play games. We're getting rid of them times. They're gonna be gone. Promise that. Promise that. So the establishment of the Republican Party comes about, all right? What's the Republican Party? Your overseer. Overseer for the master. Ain't no layman term to it. Everybody agree with it. Go like this. Because it was a structure taken from you from the Janus Federation. It was federalists. We already established still so many colonies or unions and thought that our small colony, 13 first? That's what 13 so promised. And then spreading out to the states of the United, right? Okay. Folks came in, we let them in. Hey, come on, work with us on this Congress. And just got slowly washed out. Why, because he was down in Louisiana. Mr. Mike, no, the speaker, he understands the history better than anybody probably. Can spit it himself. So he's down there. yeah, most definitely. And just folks came in and spread it. Hey, let's make this bigger. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe we would, watch this. We so understood about Africa, this diaspora people coming in, that maybe at that point in time we didn't want to and we was forced to. So imagine if we didn't. I'm not making excuses what went out in history, but imagine if we didn't. Okay, so a group came on, they expanded, and we here now. Overseers are more with you, just being honest. The overseers are more with you because they got to spend they spent the most time with you, embedded with you, slapping on you, you fighting on them. Master wasn't chasing you, but Master loved you too because he all in bed with you too. Backdoor little Joe, stop playing. So that's why I say racism. It's good to teach this because it ain't racism. If it was racism, you wouldn't even touch each other. I'm saying something. If it was racism, why the master touching the slave daughter? Why the master mother, wife want to get with Mandingo them? I'm just, come on now. It's racism, right? It's racism, right? It's a taught system. It ain't racism. You can play what you want to. When you go get that Skittle bag, when you go get that M&M bag, do you make sure you take the white ones out? Do you make sure you take the light ones out? Because that's what you call real racism. I ain't eating them black M&Ms. I ain't eating them yellow M&Ms, Skittles and stuff like. Damn, bro, you take it that far? Yeah. Hell nah, your devil is a lie. You know them white Skittles and them yellow Skittles just to taste it. See, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ain't got time. It's wasted. So that's what you got over there, and we can go ahead and go and hit the nail on the tape too. So you say, well, Trump, yeah, rich taste, rich that is. But you notice all the rich folks don't. More of them on the left side. Saying something. More of the masters on the what? Left side. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, I double S up. More of the masters of deception on the right side. More of the masters of deception. Why do I say that? because some of them use God. Hey, come on. I know the other side use God a lot too, Sean, because they wait to Jesus piece and all that stuff, and no further that they could care less about God until they put that Jesus piece and it look good in front of godly people, and they can see God. Yeah, follow me. Cut your neck off. Wait a minute, bro. I thought you said you love God. You cool with, at least with him. Why you telling the people cut the neck off? And you got, it don't correlate. It ain't even no balance in there. I don't care if you do all that. Got Jesus piece on, and then pass out bean pies, and pass out pamphlets and stuff. Like that ain't, what ingredient is that you get that from? Folk finna leave just as confused. So you saying, with the devil on 1 hour, and then it don't equate. Slap him, kill him, woo on the next. It just don't equate. It just don't equate. And then I'm representing Jesus and God, and I want to kill and destroy, and I'm representing peaceful. You defend it? No. I just want to reach out and touch somebody. Just cool. It don't make sense, bro. I'm talking about schizophrenic and insanity. We need to analyze that. Which will bring us to the next. Clap your hands, because we pupilling. What university? What's your university? What's your university called? Hey, you up there? Where? You up there? What's your university called? The Humane Society. What's your university called? Miss Mary, what my university gonna be called, ma'am? We just made it off our vibe. I just made this up right now. I'm writing it down. We got the Humane. I know we got some Humane out there, but do we got a university? Because I can catch a university. I can name it something else. But Humane Universal. It got to be universal something. University means university. I mean, university means universal, because it's all inclusive, everything. The Humane University. The Humane. That hits right on. The Humane University. Yeah, that hits. The Humane State. No, because then you individualize and shrinking it down to one state, and you got United States. There's many states. All of us need to state of mind in some way or form. The Humane, y'all will let me know. Somebody will be like, come out with something. But right now, that's a collective, combined effort right there, because we vibing off each other vibe. All right. 53. Okay. I will make this what it is. Nah, because you got that one, and then you got clink that one into that. It really don't matter, because you already know you, bro. You like a sentence fragment. Y'all know the signal? Or run on. Oh, true story. Let's leave some laughs behind, man. I was such a writer, yo. In them class, Miss Ostrike said, I love the way your mind works. That's why she sit down with me so much, because it's amazing what could come out of you. But I don't like correct. That's what she sat down with me. I don't like correcting your papers. And that's why she sat down with me, because your paper's the hardest correct. Cause you talk all kinds of ways when you writing, Chief. You have preparation, phrase, sentence run-ons. You won't see you won't see a period for a whole 2 pages. You're supposed to put commas here, break here, son. Whoa! And I was like, I tried to English was my greatest class because I just freelanced it. My mind could just be like, boom, let's go. But then it could be my worst class because my papers was the Red River, Texas Red River football game. Like, damn, that's all I did that bad. And watch this. The reason why I would get a B or A minus or whatever, because the creativity and the mind, when you're reading it, for her, she understood what I was trying to say. She already, you know what I'm saying? That's why Miss O, her expertise was understanding you. And so she was so savvy. My other peers can understand that when we was in college. They get it, because we had different levels of intelligence, I'll say. Cause we was football players. So I was able to I wasn't lazy in my being intelligent or trying to wealth of education, but I understood some of my peers, they was, putting on, didn't want to learn or whatever, then play games and stuff like that. So we had levels of that. And she was savvy with it. She ain't tripped. She was one of them teachers that, you want to act stupid. I got you. Yeah, by lying, y'all. So, yeah, that was crazy. And I'd be like, golly, am I learning this stuff? And in reality, it was just like, no, you just outside the box, bro. So I'll leave with that. So much love. So I think that's for you. So many of you beautiful ones that think you're not studious, you don't get them grades and stuff. That was me. Not that I didn't think I was. Well, yeah, own that. Don't be so hard on yourself in getting that education and thinking you're not up to par with your peers and predecessors, because some of us grasp this like this. And there's so many reasons why some of us don't, and that plays a part. You don't know. Yeah, your caddy over here. He's looking for that black cat. He came over. I'm laughing because I feel these animals, man, they getting so, the birds and all the nature is getting closer and closer. I'm almost ready to touch one of these birds like that. That's what I've been wanting for. So nature's coming, and the cat, I seen a little black cat. Just love on him and stuff. She's looking for him. Kitty, he around him. And so it's just funny because they gravitate to him. That's cool. Yeah, don't let, especially now, young folk, because you're in a transition of, is this what I want to be doing when I grow up? And it's like, you still need to learn the discipline, and you still need to learn the structure and the, skill set of having a skill set. What is it? Defining it, working on it now. We got young folks that take this stepped out, learning how to, make plastic out of fuel. That is big. That needs to spread, because plastic is our number one issue. Love it to understand we got plastic in our body daily. We probably eat at a small um, proportion, but come to a bigger proportion can affect our body and stuff like that, right? And so the elevation of our education comes, and this is smart. It makes sense to me that we're doing the empowering thing, self-awareness and stuff like that. Why? Because the education is kind of stagnant on what to go across the board, what's meaningful, So we keep doing the empowerment, slow it down. Slow down our matrix? We can do it because it involves all of us. The matrix can go only as we go. See what I'm talking about? So it's fast or slow, and we slowed it down, right? And once that happens, then the creative spark, because you slowed it down, you got enough energy to yourself now, awareness that you're the generator. So now you generate your energy to yourself, so it can generate, boom, right? And then something's going to give you the force, or something's going to give you the energy of your direction, you know what I'm saying? On top of what you already see. what you see. Many of you, this is how gonna go. Gonna sit back because you've been plugged into be, but not know what so you can do. You've been plugged into be, you hear me? But not know or do, right? So now you plugged in, you know, not just be, right? Be what? Be you. Be you. Be for you. Even if you're in the position of you work for somebody into that, but be a lot for you, knowing that I'm working for a purpose for me first to better wherever I'm working. Because you, a better empower you, better healthy you, better smile on you. Come on now. Know that I know this because I was a leader in that, effective leader in that military. And there wouldn't now one soldier that wouldn't follow. It's an inherent fact. You better, because shell shock gonna stick it to you if you don't want, you know, or put you somewhere else. But I ain't have to play them games with a lot of these folks. You need to understand. So I know exactly what I'm doing when I talk about example. And now I led by example. If I told a soldier to do something, there was no qualm. That soldier knew do that, because Son Sherman, I know for a fact when somebody told him to do it, that's why he first sergeant. That's why he E7. See how this go? You only catapult in there off of yo, see what I'm talking about? Or networking. Now watch this, watch this. You only catapult off your, what we talking about here? What President Trump talking about here? Your work, your merits. So I catapulted off my marriage rather than networking. And you know that based off what? Fools don't mess with me. Whether I need help or not. Come by and A-L holler at Shell and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Because I catapulted off my merits. I ain't have to nobody, bend over with nobody, be part of nothing, no. My marriage, my work talk for it. And then when I got too strong, that my marriage was boom, boom, boom. Now it is. Let's go, add it up. And I was unstoppable then, because I put myself in positions where that I can make speeches, 250 soldiers listening to me. Go out in combat, 300, 400, 500 soldiers, because I got ADA and and cooks and this and that, influencing them, and they got no problem following because they heard about you. They wanted to work with you. Leave on this one. My most memorable moment above any getting an award, above accomplishing a mission, anything, pay attention. This last one, we were about to go to Iraq, Afghanistan. This is my last tour. So the whole year leading up to it, we didn't get the order that we're going to Iraq, but it's inherent. We understand stuff going on. We might be going. We go to a range. We in Kuwait. I lied. I'm a platoon sergeant, so I'm E7. So it's Iraq, my last Iraq tour. Makes sense, because that's when I was platoon sergeant for headquarters. So I had everybody. Headquarters mean you got all the elements that branch off and that assist the artillery units and stuff, like the line unit. So you got the cooks, you got the radar, you got the FDC, my animal, you got the master driver, all that stuff. You got them little things right there. So we had a nice little crew. I had everybody, and I had BSB. So I had some females, and I ain't never had no females leading, never. Attached and then lead, but never in my platoon and stuff. So that was new, and I loved it because I just love the challenge, right? To work with anybody. So we're in Qatar, and we shooting our weapons, and I was like, oh my Lord, my team couldn't really shoot, you know what I'm saying? It was all right. And so that's when a lot of my that canny expertise had to come out. I love going out there and shoot. Yeah, we shoot. And was taught by uh a ranger in so many ways. A ranger, young one. That kid was 19, and here I was 20 something. So you can always learn, right? But he was a ranger too, so I knew, shoot, man, I ain't got no ranger school. I'm in my little ranger school right here, and he taught me. So expert 36 all through the, or 35 and up all the way through. So and then get blind, shooting blind at times. You know what I'm saying? Not blind, but you know what I'm saying? Glasses don't make it easy. So, because without them, I can't hit nothing. Filler, I'm filler. So, we out there in Kuwait, and the young lady couldn't qualify. She couldn't get a thing. I was like, and the NCOs, I'm first on the NCOs, like, yeah, oh man, we're gonna be here all day. And I'm like, no, we ain't. So you go first. So I'm laying down in there and checking her stuff. Oh, I see why you can't shoot. It ain't that you can't shoot. Ain't nobody properly help you on your breathing. And little lady, you gonna have to hold that weapon. Don't let the weapon hold you. So one thing that this is for you and soldiers out there, you still having problems shooting it, because sometimes people don't. It's a certain thing. If that ranger told me, shit, you don't come off this range or shooting this weapon on target, you'll know, because you'll have a mark right here. You'll have a little bruise. You better. And if you don't, you ain't doing nothing right. Meaning, that weapon powerful. And you won't be on target. Shooters, no. Right? That weapon got to be balanced, and it got to be snug tight in you. So I told her, bring that thing back and pull it in there. And if it hurt, do it hurt? Yeah, it's uncomfortable. Now steady this elbow where it ain't gonna move. And this grip right here, holding into this, not just holding the weapon, holding into it, pulling into it. And this hand right here is to steady the weapon. This one. Not to grip it, do this. It's in a position. So you pushing this one back and this one holding. And now your trigger finger, don't let it surprise you. You know you finna shoot the weapon. So smooth and easy with it, where you ain't scaring you and you ain't getting this, right? Just squeeze, pow. So that's all you get. Not a, see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? So you're not gonna get no jerk because you pulling this back tight, right? Pow. So that's all you get. You right on the target. You right around the target, not all the time. Ask her, she shoot, killing it. Come off that range all on him. Dang, first on it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Cause it ain't like I did. All I did was be attentive to the soldier. At one point in time, I knew what was you all you do. This is the learning of training, right? Take how you learn and what were the difficulties that individual seen in you. Analyze that first. Look for that stuff first. Okay, let me look at that. Yeah, all right. And then that'll help you look at other things, you know what I'm saying, that you can spot being, because you're going to be an expertise at it, because if you're shooting 36, 35, over like that, then you know what you're doing, and just put that correction on that person, that individual, using their, because we're all different sizes and stuff, and that's why I laid down. They understand. Some of us inherit. That's old school, lay down with them. Some drill sergeants get stand up just like this. See, I wasn't a drill sergeant. I didn't go to drill sergeant school. They learned some stuff. So a drill sergeant looked just like that. Oh, hey, yeah, get, see what I'm talking about? Where I don't have the expertise value, but I that inherent because they put it in me. Now I'm gonna lay down and look at you and woo, 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 woo. See what I'm talking about? So it's just when I established that what that do? That influenced my NCOs, right? Because I wasn't telling them to do that and da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? Your training is how you're trained. But in some instances, they didn't have to because they had soldiers that, we don't work with BSB and women and stuff like that. So that's not something artillery had to worry about. See what I'm saying? So it's a different environment section. So that established, I started seeing more NCOs doing that. Sitting down, boom, 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 which had value to it. So I just brought it that. But the uniqueness of that, when the point of it I'm making is, after that, that young lady came up to me and said, Son Sherman, can I talk? First Son Sherman, can I talk to you? I said, yeah, what's going on? And I thought it was a problem. I was like, oh my God. See, one of these soldiers did something to it, da da da. And I was just. So I guess that's why it made what she gave me to me. Because we never had a female, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know where, you know what I'm saying? But, and I guess I should apologize for that because it's like stereotyping the unit, like, y'all that bad? Nah, we ain't have no cases like that. It's just, you know, when you're not around them in that atmosphere, you think of the worst because they're not, you see what I'm saying? You don't know. So when she came, she was like, I just wanted to tell you, I ain't never had nobody coach me like that. Or care like that. And I'm like, let me tell you something. That's our job. That's one. If I don't, then I don't need to be in the position. That's two. And you take that because you're gonna have other leaders and stuff like that. So that's you a leader right now. She was a corporal. She was a corporal. No, E5. No, corporal. And after that time she made E5. Because you know that's shooting and all that stuff that can. And so and I said, but I get it. But I impact myself. That's why I say I know I can't abuse power. Like, you know, people would think, and, oh, he's stereotyping and, you know, he like this. And like, you ain't gonna, you good try, but you ain't gonna project that on me. Because I truly like people being empowered the same way. Because I told her, I said, baby, if I don't teach you, then I got to be over there standing by you. You got to be by my side. That ain't how that finna work. Every swinging everybody gonna learn how to fight. Cause I ain't finna be I shouldn't be Captain Saver. I'm first sergeant, the mother of the unit. You fools should be like, don't touch the mother, and you can't touch the mother. Plow, plow. You see what I'm talking about? So that's why I was like, I need you to be able to shoot. You know what I mean? If you don't be able to shoot, then I got to come off first sergeant and go be E5, and then that what did I do 20 years for? And all this to yeah, and empowering. I get it though. Some leaders, you know, want to be the God and my sense. Want to be I'm the man, I'm the woman. And no, we don't do that. We can't do that in the middle. We can't. I'm sorry. I was finna say, yeah, you can in a little bit, you know, keep them from being promoted, and they can get promoted, but you keep them from it because if they become an E5, then they can talk to you and go against a little bit, you know, be your conscience and stuff. Is that if I keep them an E4, you know what I'm saying? I seen that. Was that done to you? In some ways, a form, but it couldn't work because you already know who it be. I just know how to do it better when I need to do better. Shoot. And we're gonna do better. Love you out there. Keep pushing. I must say this and leave with this. You're not attracted, all right? You're attracted to the quality of individual that is new to you, showing you something new, how we doing something, using the same tools that's been here, just in a different way, a new perspective, new way, not being closed in a box. That's what you're attracted to. So many others around you, they just as attracted, but they've been closed in a box. And, you know, we working on that. And they know that. They know the truth, what it is. Once you unclose that, then you attract others. Now, am I doing this to be attracted and too many? No, not all of y'all. I don't, just one. Can I pinpoint it out? Nah, I shouldn't be able to. The one, it'll show itself. Things will show itself. We working. And I even talk to the one because I know the one listening, looking, and everything. Do I know the one? Do the one know me? Maybe. No, I don't know. But we working in most high stream. We working in most high stream because that's going to save us from not getting with the one who thinks they're the one. Beloved, it's encompassed on us. This ain't what we want to happen because we want it. I don't want to be celibate all my life. You know what I'm saying? Because it saves my life. It brings more value to my life, knowing how much I respect myself compared to going out here, knowing fully well that anybody I lay with can cause an issue, not socially, not behaviorally, not but the dis-ease in it, afterward, this and that. We're in troubling times when we don't discern. This is where we're at. And so there's people out there miserable, and I hate saying that because they have put themselves in a pickle, in a jar, this and that. And they good people. Some, we all got a good bone in our body, bro. Sis, every last one of it. Even though you can't see it at times because our flaws are this, our vices, this and that. There's a good bone in you. Why? Because God, Most High made you. Most High made all of it. And before the bad bones started showing and acting out and doing them, talk to me. Talk to me. You wasn't gee, hey, gee, gaga, da, mama. See how I know, you know, and we know? We got a good bone in it. It's just a lot of the bad override the good bone when we raise and grow up. But do we grow out of the good bone? I'm saying something. Do you ever grow out of having that good bone in you? I'm saying something. You ever seen somebody good bone fall out? Now you can't. Hey, I done played that Dr. Seuss game too. Y'all ain't seen it, beloveds, little ones, young ones. They got it. We got a game out there, Dr. Seuss. See, man, society. Can you come back and teach us in so many ways? We had a useful game. You wanted to be a doctor, and you was thinking about it as a toddler and stuff. They called it I don't think it was called Dr. Seuss, but it was Doctor something. And you could doctor on, it had a body on there and you go in there and you picking stuff out there and in the nose, you hitting the wrong thing, the organ and hit the side. Y'all remember that? Not too many of us remember that because that's one of them games like before. Was it during the Nintendo, Atari, and all that stuff? I think it was during the Atari game. So you didn't have no Atari. You was trying to get that because that was kind of similar. Until you got tired, you like. And then or like Connect 4, the Connect. Yes. Or I Sunk Your Battleship. That evolves in adapts. But games that can't bring an awareness. So that I said them games because the beloved said something. You hit it through system. Beloved Queen Ali, Goddess Queen Ali said, little boys, we should allow them to play with dolls. We brought it up yesterday, the other day, but I bring the structure back of it. In a structured environment for sure, so that risky behavior don't show up because it will. It has a side psychosis effect that it can hypnotize them thinking he like little sis over there. We're gonna have the same thing when we grow. You know what I'm talking about? Effect. So you want to kind of like strength, and that's no shots to those who live an alternate. I promise you, I love you. I love you unconditionally because okay, I don't participate in your lane. I don't stand in your lane, but I stand forward. You have a right. You're a human being still. I don't miss that. You know what I'm saying? Even after judgment of so many is coming down, this is beautiful that, oh, well, it's in the books and this, man, woman. Yeah, I get it. But you had like, got Most High didn't think that we was going to go down here and try to adapt. Like, you missing the whole thing. Most High the greatest. Most High can make all kinds of things happen. Stuff flying around us, you don't even know what it is. So that must mean to me, you don't know, I don't know. What is it? UFO, UPI, IP, and WN? What's flying? Ooh, something. Most High. So why wouldn't you think we would do some out to ordinary? All we trying to do is parameters. Don't kill you want another arm. You sure you want another arm? Watch this, pay attention. Because we do have pictures of Shiva and others with 8 arms. We do have pictures of Medusa with hair, snakes, arms, whatever. Woo. So I'm saying, why would you think that has been a reality in so many ways of seeing fantasy or has, and that not going to that understanding. I got to keep going because the Most High put it on. The Tibetan monks are beautiful monks. Around the channel, they showed themselves in caves or something, like a cave atmosphere, and they're sitting in pockets of the cave, so they're enclosed like it's a closet. Why? It understood. What is seen is understood. I talked about in some of the videos about why do you sit in a dark place? Why do you sit in your closet? Why do you sit in your bathroom, lights off, praying, meditating, bath and body work in the water, doing? Because you simulating the same natural innocence you were before all the problems, all the issues, before the growth into the what you are now. Get me back to some of the initial. So no, it's not a start over or redo, but can I find the original map and purpose that I'm here for? I'm saying something. Because what I've been acting on is my own map. I had to make this map. I didn't hear to what God was saying, Most High was saying. I wasn't listening to mom and daddy when they had me in the pews. I was asleep. Shit, let me tell you. Me and bro was asleep, toe to toe. So, didn't get the map. So now I bring myself back to a state of understanding with maturity. No, I'm not trying to be 16, 17, live them lies and stuff. But in them years of passing within that journey, there were some things I'm supposed to be doing and established to get me to the point I'm here. And if they are effective, what's effective? The music that I've probably supposed to have been doing in my 10 years, I'm doing now. Successful at it, good at it, can push it, got a message just as much as a message. When I write it down, put it on that mic, lay it out on that rhythm. Know it's a message, watch it. Know it's a message, know it's effective, and know it's good. How you know? Look at who's challenging me. Look who's challenging me all through it. The best stepped out. I'm talking about the best. Right, Jay? Everyone, the blueprint was set. I did this right here to get this because they was the best, to get them out because I want to go against the best. Why you want to go against the best, Sean? The best, but the best ain't got my secret sauce, yo. The best for what they do on that side, the energy they bring, whether I like it or not, can they promote and influence? The question on you. See how they go? And you go like this, don't nobody deny what I'm talking about. Watch this. Because at one point in time, I like some R. Kelly. One point in time, I like some Diddy. Come on. We should all be in some shake. Harlem if you want to. Huh? One time I like Kurt Cobain and all them rock stars that they talking about. They was pedos. Who cares? Got it. Some of them dead and all. But I like their music. Let me stop playing. See how they go? It own them. I know what they did and all that. It's a shame. Tragedy. But we all there asking, would you listen to such? Yeah. Yeah. You watch this. You know what? That's the good part of them. Gotta give them that. Would you go visit such and such? No. That's the consequential part, and they got to go through their journey. When they fulfill the consequences are done, and because that's when society and everybody else say, we can let you go. You held yourself accountable. You even coming. Hey, I messed up. I shouldn't have been messing with this. Shouldn't have did this. Shouldn't have stole that. You hear me? You hear me? I ain't just out here telling y'all stories about me being in people's houses. I'm trying to clean my karmic debt. Like, who know? Like, who know? Like, who know? Not uno. Like, who know? Not uno. Uno? No, who know? Who know about cleaning karmic debt? Uno? No, not uno. Who know? The spiritual community, THRU, and everybody else. Huh? Huh? The other places don't talk about it like that. See, you know? They harp on it. Clean your karmic debt out. And then give you ways. They don't just sit at the pulpit and stuff. Your karma come back. You don't have to suffer them karma. I wouldn't. No. It don't stop there with them. Healers, priests. It don't stop there with them. See? I told you we're going to bring it, whether we like it or not. You ain't going to like the whole circle. Don't nobody. Because we ain't full circle yet. The human being, or what we structure and going to the humanity ain't full circle yet. What I mean, I told you Zodiac got how many? 12. You all of them in there? Look. Y'all want to keep pushing and kicking? Let's go. Why turn it off? So I'm here to be your Dr. Roof and so many too, though. All right. On the S to the X, it missed out there with the E. I'm here to be the Dr. Roof, not be ashamed about it, be right in front of you. Why not? Shoot, we powerful. It is what it is. You know what I'm talking about? So what does that mean? Put it back in context. Why we got to be ashamed and da-da-da? Yeah, we don't, everything don't have to be exploited, right? It don't need to be, because we know our kids can spell it better than us. What nasty. Did. Have you did this before? Doing more than we. You be shocked. Someone be like, you into that? And I ain't just talking about PP, woo woo, poly, woo woo. You see what I'm talking about? Y'all not even having, y'all, what y'all doing? Ring around the rosy pocket. So, don't it make sense to come, so many of us who we very high powered, we know, but we can control it in so many ways, use these different avenues too, so we not out here being written and gritting. You know what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? People see what I'm talking about? Not to tell or say anybody that what I do is right and wrong. I'm not here for that, but I know what keeps my tames it. So I ain't putting my hands on people that I don't supposed to be putting my hands on. So I ain't trying to talk to people who I know fully well, every married person going through some stuff and da. Oh, who would be the great person to use against this person to spite this person? I'm not playing these games. And I use my channel to divest all of us out of that. Beloved say, oh man, we right on time with Dr. Ruth. Beloved say, beloved at the voting. That's why you got to go vote, man. You know, the elders out there, yo, they just as funny. Thank you, Lord. But Vanilla Shake say, y'all want to hear a joke? Of course we do. What? Why is it risky going to the zoo? No. Why you don't poke anything at the zoo? There you go. Why you don't poke at the zoo? Because there's a lot of cheaters. Good Lord. I thought it would have been good. Why you don't go to the zoo too often? Because there's a lot of, either way it could go. It's a lot of cheaters. So we have normalized that. Be honest. Don't trip. We normalized that. With that, all right, you cheat, I cheat. Let's talk about it. It's cool. When to the point it's like that should be like, you know, marriage is sacred, of course, and all that. We understand it. We don't have to beat all that up and stuff like that. But we normalize and not seen it because, like I said, I knew why I was doing and doing who with. Like when I was in that world like that, I tried to entertain folks that were married too in a situation. So then it didn't feel like cheating. It just felt like we relating on another level, you know, giving each other what we're not getting at home. And so we both got to go back. Makes sense, huh? So you try to put some common sense to it. Like cheating with a purpose. Like, we ain't leaving our wild. You ain't leaving your hook. You see what I'm talking about? This ain't no, you see what I'm talking about? So, and for me, as shameful as it is, it worked for a long time because it made me, it work and it don't work because what it do is it put you in that, that in between of you manipulating, but I was gonna say you psychotic, but it's not. It puts you like, what you dealing with. You're not really dealing with the problem. The first we understand, right? Like, so now you added something and it complements what you're doing, right? But then it takes away. It's gonna start taking away. I always tell someone, when you know what I understood, and you can fall in love with two people. It's levels to these games. There's no doubt. I was in that position. All right. So that's saying something to people. I never moved and I didn't have a love for people like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm opening myself up. I didn't cheat for numbers, like notch on your belt. Look what I did. It wasn't mine. I was investing in people in so many ways with that. I'm talking to you. You got it. I got it. You working. So it made it not look as. So I understand somebody like Antoine or anybody else that has a different perspective that people don't understand. Now, if it's just because your wife let you do it and I'm not that person, yeah, go. Nah, this disrespectful to me. It's just me. It's disrespectful to my wife. You know what I'm saying? And it's other side too. When you're doing it the way I did, it's disrespect. Cheating is disrespect. If you getting cheated on, it's disrespect for that person. If you cheat on somebody, you disrespect them. That's just what it is. So what I'm getting to is that because we was with this person or whatever, and it's a healthy, understanding community, it takes away from this, boom, and this takes away from, because you can't be with both at the same time. That's why Polly came in. Well, let me, and I can, they write both here. Okay, that's gonna work, but you have to be a great man. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You got to be a great man for it to work. And I'm not a great man. Not that great. I can't. I gotta be honest with you. I ain't gonna. Two, Sean. What about three? Man, you're making it worse. Every time you add, you making it worse. If you telling me I got to enter man and no, not that I can't. The flesh can, but that don't balance out nowhere. I'm pleasuring all up, not woo, but watch this. They two twos. So they 100%, I'm 50. So I'm 100% getting what I want. You already got it. But they only get 50 of what they are. So that's why we sit and learn them. I learn them so I can give you 100%, even though I'm just 50. See what I'm getting at? Can you give them a totally 100%? No, I can't give them back to them. But I can give them equivalent to what they made me for, trained us in so many, and groomed us for coming out their womb. I can try to get that back. Respect where I came from, who I came from, why I came from, and learn the purpose and keep walking. Love at the highest on. Let's keep moving, transition. Are we there? Yeah, we here. Live it still and stay on the X, S and the X, last portion of it. The transition, the alternate transition of human being, understood. Gender, male, female. Description, understood. But just because it's been written, that's like you say, narrative. Think about that. Put your head down in logic. You still up here, ascension. You still working with your being, less flesh. Your flesh ain't even worried about it right now. The known gender, male, female, is scripture. In no other form other than the book of Enoch and all these others, books that you don't see put in the Bible purposely, because it's in the transition of this and that, and this look like that, and da-da-da, and googly and blue. So just because you see a monster and you just see the sex and all that, the change, what it did and who it like and what it is not described, but it's in them books. See what I'm talking about? So, but now you starting to understand why so many people want, not so many, but many little people want to take the books out or take stuff out the books and da-da, because it shows you things. If you see what once was and once is, like now, Giants coming out. People didn't, nobody, as a masses, nobody believed we had 15-foot people and stuff, like literally living amongst us. Jack and the Beanstalk. As a masses, nobody really believed that till you see them pictures. See, some of us had the glory of seeing them. I was like, I seen this stuff before. 2120, that when I got that book, the 300 that's gonna orchestrate to rule the world. It had a lot of stuff in there, yo. People don't know me. So bones being found and stuff like that, doing big bones in there to make the, yeah. So the same thing gonna come about now. All right. The understanding that we shrunk ourselves down in so many ways. Shrunk everything down around us. So we should not get to, once we start seeing this, we'll start, and more how it really was back then. What's that movie? Extraordinary. Is it League of Extraordinary Men? It got Sean Connery in there. It got Extraordinary. Go look that up. Go look that movie up. This is when they had submarines in it back in them days, like classic type looking at, like fast. Y'all had that? Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. So the transition of the genders and stuff like that, as might not be your cup of tea, might not be my cup of tea. That's not what it is here, and it's gonna be here. You think it's gonna stop? Stop playing. People want to be different. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Right now, we're going through the growing pains of our transitional folks. That's what we call them. Beautiful folks. What Most High is saying is asked of us, I just threw you a monkey wrench. What you gonna do, human beings? Pay attention. You male and females can't get along down there. You've been down there so long with each other, not getting along. You still racism, da-da-da. I just threw this monkey wrench in. What you gonna do? You gonna make another bathroom? You gonna include these people? You gonna tell them they can't do it because you sit up there and let them do it? By the law, under the knife. So now they're here, now everything here, solution is moving forward. It's God wanted, because if it wasn't God wanted, then all would be in agreement. We don't want that. But it ain't like that. Some folks out there love that. What up? Okay, so now what's the solution? Okay, so the viable solution, same thing with all these diseases. Watch this. Because male and female then got in their way, but watch this. We got gonorrhea still rampant, syphilis rampant, cancer, da-da-da. Why are we fighting each other and not, watch this, and not working with each other? Why are we fighting wars? Pay attention. Are you? But we understand we're going to answer our own questions. Why are we feeding so much money to wars and not our biologists, scientists, and everything in them labs? Not create pandemics, create cures. Viable cures. Last time I checked, we still going to college and saying we scholarly and academic. We are? Show me. Because we should be able to cure something by now. Big time. Big time. Dr. Sebi was almost there, and he ain't had a lot of that money like that. So who lying out there? Mr. Cooper documentary and all the other beloveds documentaries show that we had the resources at one point in time. Somebody say you got cancer out there. We just not funding it no more because it would eradicate it, and then that would slow down a lot of the motion of the hospital. We understand what's going on. Trump understands what's going on. See what I'm talking about? That's why he's lowering medication and lowering this, trying, because he understands who been making the money, ciphering the money. Insurance high as hell. Why? Because you gonna die. And some banking on you gonna die early. And if you don't know it, we're gonna try to get you to die early. Who's changing? You gotta look at the optics. The other side, two sides, checking balances. Are you talking like the other side? Because we want to hear the same type of stuff. We working on vaccinations and stuff like that. So does this vaccination cause autism? Stuff like that, blah, blah. If it does, what can we do better? And if it does, why is it still vaccinations causing this and this, and we're not bettering them so they don't cause side effects and this, as if we can't control this? Then what the hell we going to doctor school, scientist school, learning this and learning that? We could talk about and all this about the quasars, the moon and that, and be great, spend money to try to reach places we can't get. But right here, we can see each other. I can touch your dis-ease, and we can't help each other. All that leads you to why we empowering each other, man, woman. If it's 1, 2, 3 on the channel, then so be it. But I'm that one that's gonna make that 1, 2, 3 on the channel 100, 200, 300, 100,000, 200, 300, 1 million, 2 million, 300. You with me? You ain't gotta play with me. I know exactly who I am. I've been this motivator, lifter, coach, consultant, life. No matter if my life moving in the perfect direction or not, it still move gracefully as it is, and I'm still that individual. And if you don't believe it, go talk to some of them soldiers now, not when you did and they want to throw stones and he ain't, got on it because they was getting paid to say it, woo woo. Go talk to the ones now who know exactly who he is, and the leader was leading them. I go across that water. Come on, you coming with me? Because your mom and daddy told me, bring my kid back. Got you. Go talk to him. Is that the same motivator that you know? And if they don't say, that's the same one, but even better. Dang. Son Shem first. What up, Top? What's good? Love you out there. Same dude. Better mindset. That's it. But same dude. And gonna continue to be that same dude. But all that's gonna happen is just a better mindset for me to paint a better canvas for all of us. This ain't no me thing. That's why I say, yo, you attracted. I get it. You're supposed to be. That's the whole point. Right preachers, right ministers. We're not gonna miss it. I love you. That's the whole point of them looking good in front of you and tie and suit and wife look good. That'll attract you. Come on. Because at one point in time, I knew I needed help and something attracted me. And then when I get there, because we worry about the attraction, to dress this and dress that, I'm not condoning anything. I'm just thinking outside the box. I got a beautiful wife. Yeah, we do it for everything else. I got a beautiful wife. Who gonna look at my wife? All these thugs, all these gangsters. Man, you seen Pastor such and such wife? Hey, you seen such and such husband? Man, he fine. You wanna check him out? Man, I ain't going to no church, man. Oh, man, come on, man. Church ain't that bad. Man, I ain't going in the mosque, man. They wear them bow ties. I ain't even got no bow. I don't even know what to. Man, I know, but they accept, man. Then you come in there, man. They cool, man. I ain't going into the cathedral, man. They be playing that music, bro. And I get to feeling some kind of way. And you like, that's just the Holy Ghost, bro. You know them bells like them. Look, and then you teach them like, hey, you see them bells like that? Yeah, one of them. Most of the THRU get that bell before they start with. Bring your levels down. That's it, because them bells. I don't know if you know yet. Ding, when you hit that bell, what does that resonate to? Anybody know? I get scanty, because your bones is a sound too. I think it's called xylophone or something like that. Do, 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 do. So put bones. My diaspora people know, them folk know, my Jamaican, all them. Do, 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 do. Put some bones. I mean bone. Human bone. Dog bone, whatever. Put them up, stack. Boom, 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 boom. If you have different type of bones, it help. Don't be out here Jeffrey Dahmering people though to make an instrument in your house. That's crucial. Do, do, do. And your bones play music. Or can. Yeah. One of them food, that's how the drums was made. Out there. And out there gladiating, out there fighting and stuff. Out there fighting. Back then you had to lay down with your fight, probably eat them too. If you can kill them, you get to eat them. That's your meal right there. You had the bone, you know us, he's like chicken. In the dungeon, just eating. You done with. I know it's a bad, that's called deer or something like that. That's a bad analogy. I mean, the cannibalism we thinking about. But it add in. And then you have to get the bone, ain't got, I'm full, fool. You happy. After you eat, you happy. Now, you ain't got no television back there, no phone, no nothing to make music, nothing. Nothing. You're in the dungeon. You're a gladiator. You got these bones right here. What you got these? Usias. You know, we had names that. Usias. What you doing down there? These bones, a femur bone and a tibia bone. Let me stop. Probably one of the time when Cannonball Run was had a purpose. You just ain't gonna, like Q, remember what you said, Q? You used the whole buffalo. You don't use the whole buffalo. From the rooty to the tooty. Yeah, for sure. Use boo-boo for whatever, for feud. Light that stuff up. Cook. I don't know. Just saying. So, gender. Now, thing on it. Let's end, because we almost there. Come on. We'll do the two. Y'all, pupil, school, university. Is it humane? Yeah. Splitting the genes. Beloved said it. It's getting public. It's on news. This is no stripe to nobody. It's just common sense. I don't have to be a doctor with it to understand me. All right? Genetically. Anything we do outside augmenting our body is definitely going to affect the inside. It's just what it is. All right? Affect the way you look at yourself. Affect the way you think about yourself differently now because you once were this and now you this. Affect the way others view you. Affect your functionality because it's different now. So some was outer effect and some were inner. But then we don't talk about the effect up here because it's still dealing because you're working with those different effects, but what internally are you not working with? You used to think like this, now you think like this. Do we know that? Because you split, but you still both, whether you like it or not, and that's what many are trying to tell you. Many, you're inherently born this concept, right, boom, but hogwired in so many because something disconnect, or because of a choice, or because of a traumatic thing. Either way it go, when you alternate, split the gene, you cannot eradicate that. What made you was, say you're a male, so you got more X chromosomes, right, in you. Because you're not going in to change the chromosomes. Think about that. Doctor, are we talking to our people and saying, I'm not going in there changing your DNA chromosome structure. I'm changing your outer structure only. See how that go? Is there a factor that you can change the DNA chromosome? No, it's godly made. That's all. That's a God Most High process. All you can do is manipulate it. So you manipulate it with the outer layers, not knowing that you still that X chromosome, but you fighting against that. Say your X trying to go to a Y. You're X chromosome inside fighting against that Y chromosome that you are. That's unbalanced. I don't care. We see it. Everybody. Don't play. It's right there. Now, unbalanced in what proportion? Unbalanced if you don't know what we just talked about. You don't adhere to that. You don't adhere to that. I've changed this. Let me sit down with somebody to help me with, okay, the change, because I'm not going to recognize the change, might not even see it for what it is, but people outer going to notice it for the good or the bad. I'm one who analyzed when Bruce J did his change, and I seen all that up and down. Sat back and looked, didn't say nothing, don't say nothing. Seen it for all of them, all of you that did that, that still do that. Even the heterosexual that changed, augment their bodies and stuff like that. That's a same thing. You genetically adding something on that ain't natural. If Most High wanted you to have, I know that's hard for a lot of people to see, but if Most High wanted us to do this, that then you know, you would come with it. You see what I'm talking about? So is it a problem that you? No, your free will. But we have to be honest with ourselves going forward, because the reason why many won't, because it's a capital thing. Not tell you about the effects and the cause and all that. Just you have to live through it to see, oh shoot, I got stinky butt, leaky butt. And that's, you see what I'm talking about? When I get older, it's gonna do this and this. You know what I'm saying? In no way or form, I can only lead by example. Should any of us older folks be okay? That's dangerous. Pure danger. That's all. And we love each other so much that you should say something. I don't like seeing people die because they want to be different. And it's like, that's the cost. You want to be so different that you're willing to die? So that shows the state of our emergency, does it not? So that also shows the reason why we out here empowering, does it not? So that also shows why people gonna hate you, does it not? Because people don't like to see the writing on the wall, but it's not, you don't have to read it. Just I didn't have to read that, hey bro, you keep on, you know how you is, you got no energy, you're gonna be drained, you're gonna do that. But I know my purpose, I understand. But I take it here in criticism from those who know a little bit, because they've been there, done that in so many ways. Love me for what I am, and know that I'm purposeful, and know that it'd be more valuable for me to spread the royal with somebody than, be by myself. But it's purpose in that too. Would you get the quality of work that you're getting right now if I was entertained with something? No, I'm telling you now, nope. You would, but it'd be like 3 or 4 months, because I gotta take my time off and be occupied. But when we come back, bro, oh Lord, when we have a story to tell and the journey to share, can you imagine? So the split, the genetic, understanding, it's not a bad thing, whatever, it's your choice. But we working in the struggles, because even that, those who perform the operations stuff, whether the law allows them to keep whatever, they're gonna get better, because they're gonna get smarter, because don't nobody want nobody to die. You can't make no money off death. So it got to get better. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we pushing for. Make the operations where the people ain't dying better, if you can. And then we'll find out, no, we really can't, because this ain't really what you want. Then that'll be the prescription. See what I'm talking about? But in the meantime, folks putting awareness on folks' minds that this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Let's don't run away from it, And it's being shown to us. So doctors and everything else that looking at regular people be saying, in an insane world, I hope this video finds you, and that we start looking at things for transitioning into insanity to keep it from. Now I understand why the doctors do what they do, because I know the videos I put out, the counselors, doctors, and clinical doctors and therapists and stuff, they're gonna be losing their job, and then here we is. It's like, so you think over here playing some of these tricks and minds on all that before and all that stuff? All right, cool, we here. And they bought on that the normal clinic psychiatrists out there don't believe in spirituality in some ways or form. They're realists. They deal with real problems here, real problems here, real madness, da-da-da. And so that's why they threw in front of you. See, people got more problems than you. Wait, probably why you out there. Get that bottle out your mouth. That's the projection. But the reality is, you get more empowered. We talked about in the beginning of our video, right? You get more power with your brain cognitive behavior, and you like, shoot, I just need fight somebody. Remember, Sean told you. One of them divine told you, breathe, breathe. That's why I put you in the car, so you can drive your own, and you ain't got to get right to the counselor, right to the clinical doctor, because somebody already in there need them more than you. They had a knife in their hand and they were ready to. So just breathe. You ain't there yet. Turn the camera on. Watch yourself. Do the box cut that was introduced to me. The box stop. Breathe out. Let your stomach, don't try to use any other motion. Your command center is upset right now. Bring it down. Breathe out. Let it stretch out. Hold it. Breathe back in. Box technique. Here. Breathe in. Hold it. Let it out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Hold it. Let it out. I can feel my energy coming down already just talking to you. See how they go? Techniques, ourselves. Don't say you can't do it. Watch this. Don't say you can't do it. My tension too high. I can't. I know that. Stop playing. Watch this. Your tension be high when you want to have some blicks. Blicks. Just as high. Just in another form. Your tension be high when you want to play that basketball, football, soccer. Your tension be high when you out there washing that car. You control it all the time when your tension high. It's just your blood pressure going to another level to accomplish something. That's it. Now, usually what it is when we in that anger mode and stuff like that, that's the one point in time where it's like, it looks the strongest. It's the strongest. It's not out of control. It's just the strongest. That's it. If you can relate that, then it's not like you out of control because you was able to open it. Watch this. I'm saying something. I'm out of control. I'm out of control. How you was able to open that door? I'm out of control. I want to whoop one. How you was able to open the door of your car? You didn't tear it up. How you able to sit in your car? How you able to put the key, whatever, and drive your car to where you want to beat somebody up? You out of control where? You're out of control, all right. Out of your control. You don't know how to control. Talk about it. So we teaching it. And it's easy. Stop saying you can't control yourself. Yeah, we can. We just choose not to because we like the drama. Stop playing. You want to see what it's going to turn out to when you get over there. And if you can whoop somebody, or if you can scare somebody, or that woo-woo, or just be a nosy. Let me go over there. You know what I'm talking about? But you can't control it. That's a game. I know. I always knew, and I'll leave you right here because it's almost 2. You can't control yourself. I could always control myself. It was a temper of when was the time for me to control myself, and I feel comfortable controlling myself all the way full circle in that way. It was when I felt that not necessary for the reversal of the pain to be sent back. People sending this and sending that. They know who we're talking about. And me having to sit down and ask Most High God to send that back. I reverse all pain, unknown and known. Thank you, beautiful one, Lou. Send that back. I don't play with voodoo dolls. I don't play with voodoo and all that stuff, but it's coming at me, Most High. Don't allow me to have to go down to one of these magic shops or get on Google and stuff and play the same game, because you know the power you invested in me naturally. And if I go mess with that power, Most High, the light's going to come off on this place. I already know it. I ain't even. That's why it's like, bro, we got to watch who we get with, because you see the high level ones that got it. They tried to orchestrate it on you, and you felt they power at their highest thing. So can you imagine you knowing some of that stuff? That's why I say, I can't abuse the power. I will not. Even if I learn it. I know how Most High feel about it. And I see my beloved saying, Well, this is it, and it is. They're totally right. In the healing matter, for humanity, purposeful matter, yep, yeah. But how some majority of us been using, nope, nope. And I'm not gonna play with you. Nope, nope. Okay. Some of y'all do it just boom. All right. Making money and stuff like that. Been selling out, doing it against your. You already know. You already know. Not for the healthiness of this humane university. So we go back to the humane university. Let's make sure we're doing things in the humane sense. Love you out there. Be tight. Thank you for joining. Let me go and get you know over too. Give it up for yourself, because many did stay around. You can always tell by the cars that move around. People still watching. So that's a beautiful thing. And what that means to me is, even if we're working right now, many still try to take a peek and stuff like that. That's a beautiful thing, because you're letting all world, say it to it, all world. If you're not able to do this, all world, then you telling yourself, I don't matter. You don't matter. Not I, you, because I know I matter. But if you ain't able to say, this all world, and he right, this all world. Who world? No. When I say that, it's not taking it out of hands of Supreme Court, executive branch, judicial, the Congress, House. It's not taking out the end. They know it's their world too. They didn't forget. It's not taking it out the trillion and billionaire hands and families that we don't see, because they out there, right? Your power still what it is, and data, it means everything. No. It's bringing in the hands that you forgot about. You forgot that it mirrors you. You rich, it's the poor of you. You poor, it's the rich of you. We won. You in the middle, you all of them. Because you can go either way. Drop of a dime, either one of us, all of us. If we're able to put each other in our shoes in so many ways, how would you feel? How would you feel somebody did that to you? How would you see what I'm talking about? Like Miss Mary was talking about. That's why I had to sit there and figure out, why am I listening to this? You have to. How would you feel in these shoes? And she was saying, it hurt me, hurt my character, hurt this and that. I work hard for who we are. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little different. Did it hurt you? Yeah, at the time. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. But my sensibility to understand why is it hurting you? Because them folks me. Watch this. I'm a jealous guy. Once upon a time, it was blasphemy to say that. You're a God? You're a little G. And Vanilla and everybody else, China, everybody else, because they didn't understand your prescription, or why would you call yourself that when we honor and praise to God? Well, I mean, going by the scripture, John chapter 10, and all these other scriptures, Most High's telling us, the force is telling us, you are strong. In some ways or form, stronger than I, because at a drop of a dime, your creation can come out in your physical and show. While I have to work through you to get you to do what I want you to do. See what I'm talking about? So any drop of the dime, without my reconnaissance, you can do good and outdo what I want you to do and surprise me, Most High. See what I'm talking about? Like most of all the beloved say that, baby, Most High impressed with you. Yeah. And I said, like, yeah, I know, and I don't want to stick out like that, but that's the reality, because that can get you home, jealousy and stuff like that. But so I have to show that it ain't Most High impressed. Well, he showering all of us, because watch this. It for Most High to be impressed with me and give me the protection through you like this, and so you don't look like lions and hyenas and stuff and like that. Most High had to touch you too, through me and through everybody else that said, hey, whoa, Back down. So many of y'all said, strong. Hey, not that one. Not that one. Let me tell you something. You know I'm powerful. And I don't even, see what I'm talking about? So that's most high. That's most high. And it don't matter how it had to come about. I had to get tested. I see that. It was hurt. It painful. It was painful in so many ways. I had some painful nights. But like many said, you know, I'm a fan of pain, whether I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? Because the pain made me get up like, these motherfuckers, I can't believe, you know what I'm saying? Then I get up the next day and go, oh, and feel, you know what I'm saying? So, or battle to make it better and stuff like that. And that right there, when you do that, you add more layers to your armor, beloved. That's what we get into. You are truly watching. Nobody is misunderstood or who we watching now. The possibility of Morpheus or Obi-Wan Kenobi, your choice. You know what I'm saying? I just call me Sean though. My name is Sean. I go by AKA Savant, Genie. So I'm scripting it. You know what I'm saying? You got me? They did it in the fictional awareness instructional point. This is what this is what entailed for you if you choose to. So many, you know what I'm saying? How do you want to fight it? How you want to go about it? You know what I'm saying? Now, I choose for it not to look like a fight. See what I'm talking about? If I can. Why? That's entertainment. That's entertainment. Kill them, draw them to keep you entertained. We already entertained. We already struggling in this killing and splitting. We ain't liking that. So, see what I'm talking about? I know that love gonna capture more people. Calmness gonna capture more people. Empowering gonna capture more people. I don't want nobody to fear me. Fear most high. Fear me? Why? I'm you. You me. You can keep your propaganda machine and say, good guys, not good guys. Good guys can't expect to be treated right by their woman. That's what the implication is being put out. Being too good gets you ran over. Sense. Folks in here thinking in my house, I was getting ran over by women and stuff like that because I was being too. You got yourself mixed up. I had structure in my house and rules. A fool, whoever, would dare not do anything in front of me to show me that you cheating or whatever. You better understand that. That ain't how none of this went down. But was I, and I still the same way, was I an open book to, you go as you go. If that's what you want to do and leave and manipulate the situation that you going doing this and this, then that's on you, because that's going to bite you, not Sean. Because I'm going to stand on mine, as you see. I don't play them games. They knew to throw the ring out the window, because when I found out stuff, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. So nobody get to play them games. Not no Representative Travis down somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? We put these busts together. Nobody can play them games with me. Nobody. Family, nobody. Illustrate that Donald Trump sacrificed for his family to be president, to ensure a legacy, stood up, come back, woo woo. People trying to kill him. So I don't want to hear from nobody. If I was in the same boat, listen to me well. Yeah, this is going to be different from me. I was in the same boat, and like some of you, somebody was telling, I wish you would go to them. We'll kill your family with it. That's the damn death sacrifice that I'm going to take. Especially when I find out, fam, powerful. Fam, this. Fam. This who been trying to do this, did right here, fam. But y'all can't do it. You sit back because you know how disturbing and disgusting you was. And I just got to own that. And it is what it is. So I know you're going to get up in your panties in a bunch of stuff and put it in the guilt. Well, I don't even know half y'all, my family. So that's where you messed up the line now. Because now you want to shoot the rifle and go hunting in front of me and all that. But you've been watching me. And the only mature way you can do what you're doing is come like you is instead of direct. So that tell me everything. With the understanding a year or two ago, I'm not in my feelings, I'm just stating the facts. That you have a family union stuff and make sure you show me that, and it's all up in my face. Look, woo-hoo, see, woo-hoo. And now, but I'm like, why would you do that when, if you look around and ask the family that I was connected to and we had family reunions, did Sean go? Better ask somebody about me. I don't be sitting up there, what juju and let me meet some of them. Wasn't raised like that. And that's not me taking a caring thing out of it, but I just wasn't raised like that for a reason. And I see why now. That family ain't gonna treat you like family. That's why beloved say you outside the box. That's how I'm put you two outside the box. So even if you was a part of the family, it'd be nice, but it'll be a kind of fakery. Or those around me would learn and we'd be elevating, but I doubt it because look how you get treated now. Now they all up in and I never been fake. So back on your plate, I still cook. So there we go. Thank you for the day. Keep getting lighter, keep getting better. All right. Everything about it is learning for you, me, still therapy for me. Extended therapy for so many who feel they need it in the same lane, kind of tip of material, but you mind, heart, soul, and we work to get aligned. That's it. That's it. And I hope it touched you in so many ways. I hope it was less triggering. If it is, suggesting. Sit there and marinate on what we talk about for at least 15 to 30 minutes, meditating. I just did something today that I do, but I caught myself in it. I'll share it with you. It makes sense right now because we'll be going through the sensitivity. I was told through those who watch and do what they do that our sensories, solar clear, all that stuff, so our sensories and stuff is going to be even heightened even more based off of those who are in touch, and because you're in touch and we're spiritually evolving right now. So how you test it and it's really working is this. The daycare center is half a block away from me. So I can see it. And with my glasses, I could see the babies, right, if they was out there. They're not out there right now. But when they go out there, it's no more than like 10, 20 of them, right? Watch this. They was out there this morning. Sound-wise, right? Heightened sentence. I could hear them when I was sitting there on my porch. And I was like, damn, the wind must be blowing this way. So they're carrying their wave of their voices free. Wind was blowing that way. So it should take the frequency smaller down to the voices going out. You see what I'm talking about? But I could hear them clear as day, as if they was right there. Sensory, hearing. Smell, see, looking. I could hear the weed, the trees whistling. I could hear the wind whistling. I could hear the background of the highway back there, vehicles. I could hear with my eyes in so many ways. I know that's crazy, but yeah. I could feel what I'm hearing. Everybody understand what I'm saying? That's your settling effect. If you in that position, you feeling that in so many ways, you toned in with your spirituality and your flesh. Understand that? Because it's just nothing nature. It's nature. Right? And that's a natural effect. Right? So I said that I put that out because not only about the good guy stuff, because I didn't go about the good guy stuff. So I'll finish it up. But that gave me the understanding that the calming, we're calm with nature. When you can hear and feel and understand nature in that kind of mode, it's nature language, right? All right. So you know you're in tune. You're in tune. Try that for yourself. Back to the too loving of a person or too much of a good guy. Society gonna spray that out to you right now because you in a society that loves chaos. They love the woman and man fighting, and use 9 times 10 why we fighting, because the testosterone of the man then makes the heightening of it. Or you have too much testosterone that went over into that woman, and she's playing that man in so many ways because she has to be defensive, and she's always been having to be defensive with aggressive men, and she dare not let another man beat on her or whatever. See what I'm getting at? So now it's proverbial understood that, hey man, don't sit up there and let your wife heel on your back, smack her down, back down to that. See what I'm talking about? That's what we had. So it's like every man is trending on that. Hey man, what you do? How you put some hands on her, baby. They want that. I'm trying to tell you something. Watch this, because if you got clinical doctors and that's who's talking about this, and you got them around there speaking all that stuff, that's because their offices are empty. You know, nobody will speak truth. I know. I'm smart enough to know. Some of us ain't, because we in our feelings. We beating on each other, so we need the therapist, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're not going, but you're not going no more, because now before you go to the therapist, you looking on your phone on YouTube to find something good to laugh about it, and then all of a sudden you run into Sean, Divine, and all the other coach and all these other fools that been through some stuff, saying similar stuff, and we didn't talk you off the ledge and stuff. So you know to come to us. I don't know my best tarot readers to come to when I'm a little this and confused and this. See what I'm talking about? Stop playing, Miss Mary. We got to stop playing with each other, huh? About, can we make this real serious and viable? And that's not no shots, baby. That's not no shots. I promise all that. I'm just saying, what you brought the tone of what it used to be and all that, and we know we changing it. You too. You started helping us change it. Shit, telling on folks that's out here doing nasty and stealing people money and da da. Don't get stuck like me, da da da, woo woo. And then folks still want to fix it though. You know what I'm saying? Because you did something bad, you come and fix it, you're being accountable, holding yourself accountable. So double-edged sword, not throwing shots, just being real with it. We can go on and on. We won't, but we will continue, because infinite. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Infinite. Believe that. Once you put in the ether, it's stamped. Watch. I prove. So instead of going against, I've already established with the doctors, you more viable today. You're just gonna be able to stay at home, and you're gonna be the highly educated, like, hey, it's getting really, really bad over here, doc. No, this one ain't. Yeah, we need you. Blah, blah, blah. Send over there, and you know what I'm talking about? Just not right now. Everybody else getting a little training and this and that, holistic. It's still viable, a lot of you. But if you point and aim the direction of energy to the success of the whole thing, and not look at the shrink individual perspective of, you're taking my clients, and if you make them this and empower them, they ain't gonna come, and that. No, yeah, they are. They just ain't gonna come stuck on stupid. It's gonna take less time to get us off the ledge. See how this works? Just got to trust the process. Just like me, trust the process. We're adaptive human beings. We adapt and we overcome. Thank you, Malcolm. Thank you, MLK. We adapt and we shall overcome. We shall overcome. What? We shall overcome. What? What shall we overcome? We'll talk about it. Or write that stuff down, what we should have come. Write down what y'all know we're going to overcome. What you know, not what we. So we shall overcome it. Not what you individually, perspective, hard to do for everybody. Pick your top 3. Pick your top 5. We shall overcome. I know what we shall overcome. Racism. We shall overcome. Corruption. We shall overcome. Greed. Mass greed. Yeah, we always gonna be greedy. But mass greed. We shall overcome. the hate of humanity. Leave with this, you know it, that if you're part of the hate of humanity, oh, there it go. Thank you, Lord. You're part of the, and this is what I'm leaving. You're part of the hate of humanity. You're part of the hate towards humanity. You, me, part of the hate of humanity if you have failure loving yourself in some way. If you have failure loving yourself, you'll know you don't love yourself because you see what I'm saying? If you like that, to positive change, woo, people, you see what I'm talking about? Stank face, you know. When we don't like somebody and what other people doing and stuff like that, not that, you know, when somebody, because it'll tell, you'll be able to, many of y'all know, I'll be able to tell if you really don't like me. You don't post my videos, you don't give me a like, and knowing I'm spitting that good, it ain't that he don't like me, he didn't like my behavior and bad, and I went overboard. Yes. So if you told me you don't deserve this and that, yeah, you in that category, and I'm sorry. Don't matter how good, how old, or how young, and how whatever, you stepped over the lines with me. And if you one of them that wrote that, you don't deserve, yeah, you the ones that was playing God and all of that, and it was many. That's why I can't, I'm sorry, you can't come in my face, kinfolk. You know that. And I'm glad we here. To Bob, be careful. Be careful with your steps. I don't wish bad on you. But my wisdom infinite understand. I don't know if that was you at that stove. But I know one thing. You can try your best to creep around me and think you're going to slither in and change the dynamics and stuff. And I'm telling you, eye to eye, man to man, or man to rat, man to coward, man to whatever. Because that's how I feel about you. I'm going to make a special for you. I'm going to make it special. Devil. Devil only. You want me gone? You want to see my demise? Send him. Send him. Because I won't be trying to live. I'll be trying to destroy. You killed my mama. Some way or form. You got money off that. And you've been taken away from me, you and that other side, whatever, all your kids and all that, for a long time. As if I didn't know. We know. Step up, creep, punk, bitch. That's the challenge. You know where I live. You know where I live. You came across me in that park 2 years ago. Put your ass in that goddamn riverboat. You been on the island and shit. Cyber motherfucker. Yeah, you get the devil side. Definitely. You get the motherfucking devil side, bitch. See how that go? See how that go? God gonna let me entertain you my way. See how that go? And folks know. Folks know. Folks know. So you all up on you gonna, see, the language. No. This is what you understand, motherfucker. You snoop niggas like that. Bitch, motherfucker. Samuel Jackson type motherfuckers. That's all y'all understand. Right, Morgan Freeman? Fucks. Right, Elon? It'll always be the fire. Right, Ted motherfucker? Tony? It'll always be there. I burn like this. So I tell you what, you know what's gonna happen to your lineage. You show up and try some shit. Put the motherfucker that put all that shit in y'all. Put the motherfucker that sold me out when I was a baby. Put that motherfucker in front of me again. Let that bitch come around here and walk around. Let that bitch challenge me. Let that motherfucker put my lights out. Fuck running these goddamn little tramp ass hoes around me and shit. They want a paycheck and shit, motherfucker. Bring your goddamn ass, nigga. Because I know when I turn your light off, I turn a lot of lights off. Stinking thinking type shit. Bitch. Yeah. I put it all out there, motherfucker, because I want you to come. And if you clone that motherfucker, then send that bitch too. So based off that, some of y'all already know, don't send no goddamn shit from the past that know damn well that they did what they did to me. Crying or anyway. Especially if it's fucked up and you expect me to take care of it. I don't give a fuck. How real can it get? Real talk. Know this coming from love.